This is Hoodies. Peace, what's going on, y'all? Man, I ain't got a whole lot of time. I'm trying to shake off a little bit of frustration. My camera's a little crooked. I'm trying to shake off a little frustration. I'm in, you know what I'm saying, in the bathroom trying to take a crap, you know what I mean? And some old broad knocking at the damn door. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, now mind you, this is like the third time somebody knocked on the door. I'm like, yo. Of course, while I'm sitting there, yo, there's a little girl out here and gotta use the bathroom bad. Now, we gonna wait on out here till you get done. First of all, why do I need to know that? Why do I need to know that? So I get out, you know what I'm saying, finally and say, ma'am, I was taught to respect my elders, but that was rude. Okay? I understand your granddaughter had to use the bathroom, but there's another restroom right down there. Granddaughter? That's my niece. I just left it alone. It looked like your grandmama. But anyway, man. Shaking that off. Yeah. Shaking it off, eh? So let's do it, man. I don't have a whole lot of time. So real quick, crooked camera. Welcome back to another dope session of Hoodies the Podcast. I'm the host, the God Rashidi, coming at you live from the Skill Suite. Maybe not so live, but we coming at you. Listen, man, so I've said this time and time again that my demographic, for whatever reasons, is between the ages of 25 and 35. Not saying that the 35 and 45s don't watch me, but it's predominantly the younger one. So I'm not about to sit up here and just cater to them, but I don't want to ignore them either. So with that said, let me go ahead and talk to you youngins real quick. If you don't already know this, you should. If you don't, let the God Rashidi, also known as Uncle Wisdom, break it down to you real quick. Listen, fam. Listen. And what sparked this was a couple of events, but most recently I had a youngin in my chair who asked, he was talking about, he asked me where I was from. I told him I'm from the south side of Chicago. And so I know you probably been inside. I'm like, inside where? He said, jail. And I was like, I ain't even continue the conversation. And that's part of what inspired this. So let me just say this right here. Being from the hood, like going to jail don't mean you from the hood. And being a hood don't mean that you're destined to go to jail. Just right off rip, you're destined to go to jail, right? Let me tell y'all something about jail, prison, if you don't already know it. If you know it, then you good. If the shoe don't fit, then it don't fit. What you gonna do? But check it, man. Listen, going to jail does not make you street. Going to jail does not make you hood. Going to jail don't make you nothing that you already aren't, if that makes any sense. Going to jail just simply means that you got caught. That's it. It just means you got caught. And apparently you was careless when you committed the jokes. You understand? Maybe you didn't notice that there was a camera watching you do the shit that got you inside. You know what I mean? Or maybe you just a shitty judgy character and trusted the wrong people and they told. It's various reasons, you know what I'm saying, as to why you got caught. But apparently you ain't that good at it because you got caught. Right? But it don't make you street and it don't make you hood. Now I admit it might make you a little tougher because I'm sure somebody tried you while you was in there. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how you moved while you was in there. You get what I'm saying? But it don't make you street and it don't make you hood. Okay? If you was a wannabe thug before you went in, you'll still be one when you come out. You just got to wreck it now. You understand? If you was a military brat before you went in, you'll still be one when you come out. You just a military brat with a rap sheet now. That don't change nothing. What I think is happening with a lot of you youngins, and listen, if you 25 and better, talking about age-wise, fam, you got an identity crisis. If you were that age, still thinking that way, still thinking that going to jail or going to prison or to the pen or whatever, I know there's a difference between jail and prison. I don't know if there's a difference between prison and the pen. I don't know. I don't care. I don't plan on going there. No time soon. All right. But my point is, What was my point? Forgot my point. But my point is, you are who you are, even when you get out. Who you are is who you are. That makes any sense. Man, you was who you was before you got here. If you was a wannabe, if you was a little brat, you'll be that when you get out. A lot of y'all ain't street, you ain't hood, you ain't from no hood. I think a lot of you, like I said, have an identity crisis. So you're trying to create an identity. Why you want to create that one, I don't know. Maybe you're enamored with some of the so-called respect that a lot of men get, just off the strength that they serve some time, which is still, I'm gonna call it what it is. It's fucking stupid. If you look at them and that's some shit to aspire to be, then you're stupid. I'm gonna call it what it is. You're stupid. Because when you're a kid, okay, sure, the thugs and the gangsters, they got respect. Nobody fucked with them because people were afraid. They figure if you a part of this or you a part of that, or you did this, you did that, you don't want to fuck with him. You don't want to do that. Anything but that. That's when you a kid. And then you grow up and realize, yo, that ain't nothing to be proud of. So if you 25 and better, say 30 and better, and that's the way you think, then fam, you've peaked. You have peaked. Okay, if ain't nobody else going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. Okay, Uncle Rashidi is going to tell you. Uncle Wisdom is going to tell you. You full of it. And because you have an identity crisis, okay, and you don't know who you are, try this. This is my suggestion, man. Go to the nearest mirror and look in it. Okay? Look in that mirror. And do not leave that mirror until you learn to love who's looking back at you. Dead ass. At some point, hopefully at some point, you will realize that you are enough. Maybe you was never told that. You are enough. See, I can tell you that. Your kids, if you have any, can tell you that. Your family can tell you that. Your friends, anybody who cares about you can tell you that. Your lady, if you got one, can tell you that. But it don't matter until you realize that you are enough. And the youth deserve better. Society deserves better. You deserve better than to be moving like that. I'm getting real sick and tired of I'm getting real sick and tired of you dumb niggas, man. Running around here with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that because you went to jail, you more of a man. And that, no, it don't. It doesn't. It makes you stupid. Suckers get caught. Suckers go to jail. It means you slipped up somewhere and you got caught. What's so manly about being incarcerated because you were careless and stupid? Now you're away from your kid or kids, your lady. What's so manly about that? Somebody answer me that. What is manly about that? Okay? What's manly? I'll wait. What's so manly about that? How does that promote manhood? I ain't gonna hold you. It doesn't. It is not. It doesn't promote manhood. It promotes irresponsibility. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and again, look, if you spent time in, okay, 2, 3 years, 5, maybe 10, and you get out, and that's how you think, then you didn't do the time. The time did you. And your dumb ass running around here thinking that you this and you that because you did time. You look stupid, fam. Let me be the one to tell you. You look stupid. Okay? Use where applicable. If it applies to you, it applies to you. If it don't, it don't. A lot of you just don't know who you are. Or maybe you do know who you are and you don't like. You know what I'm saying? And you don't like it. So I would say again, same thing. Look in the mirror, man. What happened? What happened to you? You got teased from coming from a nice background? You got teased from growing up in a gated community? Did you get teased because you're from the suburbs? What's the problem? What's your problem? You know what I mean, like what's your deal? Help me understand. What's your deal? Are you mad? Are you rebelling? Like, what's your issue? You're a man now. Late 20s. You know what I mean? Early to mid 30s. You kidding me, man? This is manhood to you? Word? Word? That's manhood? And let me say something else real quick before I move on. Something else real quick, right? To you youngins and to anybody who needs to hear it, right? You know how like a person will tell you who they are, but the way in which they tell you will be like it'll be said jokingly, right? Like if a person says, you know, or say, fellas, you ever been with a woman who said, I'm crazy, right? Notice how like if you've ever heard that, notice how when she said that, you didn't correct her. Notice how when she said that, she didn't correct herself. That's because y'all know that she got some ways about her. Some people say, man, I gotta take my medication. I ain't stable. Yeah, they laughed and shit. And yeah, it might have been funny, but it ain't. They just told you who they were. So listen, at the end of the day, right? When people tell you who they are, listen to them. Because once they tell you who they are, the onus is now on you. You know what I'm saying? If you keep trusting them, if you keep getting in arguments with them, you know that they crazy. You know that they're unstable by the things they say to you in a moment of conflict. By the things that they do. They letting you know that they aren't stable. They letting you know that something's not right. And that's all I got to say about that. Move accordingly. See, it's not just about them. Sure, but it's also about you. Why you keep going back and forth with them? Think about that. You got to take some responsibility in that too. You know what I'm saying? In terms of trusting them or you know the situation better than I do. You know what I'm saying? Move wisely. And in moving wisely, let's move on. Word. So, what else? The next thing that I would like to talk about in this quick jawn is this is to basketball purists. Okay? I'm gonna need y'all to make up your minds right now. I'm gonna need you to make up your mind. Okay? Make up your mind. And what do I need you to make up your mind about? Make up your mind if you still want to watch NBA games or not. Okay? Okay, anybody who knows me knows that I'm a hip hop head, right? Particularly, all through the 80s, but more so the golden era, which is like, late 80s, 90s. Yeah, that era of hip hop, right? The landscape has changed a lot, right? So it came to a point to where I had to make a decision. Do I want to keep listening to this shit? Or do I want to become selective? Or just stop listening to it altogether? I made a point to not listen to it. I don't listen to no Sexy Red. I couldn't tell you nothing about Meg Thee Stallion other than the way she looks. Glorilla. What's the other chick? Ice Spice, whatever her name is. I don't know these people. Or any of these young rappers who are getting killed every other week for one reason or another. Right? Okay, I still listen to Kendrick, J. Cole, a little bit of Drake. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe not so much these days, but let's not front and act like we ain't rocked to no Drake. You understand? So I'm selective. I don't really fuck with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Or at least the current state of rap music today. because I'm a hip hop purist. I had to make that decision. I figured that's a whole lot better than running around here complaining about the bars being trash. And some of the bars are trash. You know what I'm saying? For some of these rappers. And then for the rest of them, their music is just simply not for me. It's for a younger audience. So I can't relate to it. I'll be 50 in a few weeks. So a lot of that don't resonate with me. It don't make sense to me, so I don't listen to it. The rest of it is just trash. A lot of y'all don't know how to ride the beat. You know what I'm saying? Your flow is trash. Your subject matter is trash. You just threw anything together and threw it over the beat, and somebody's promoting that crap. You understand? So I made a decision to become more selective. If you catch me listening to rap songs, trust me, it's Griselda, Kendrick, J. Cole, Black Thought. It's folk I've been listening to for a while. Not this new shit. You see what I'm saying? So why am I saying that? How is that relative to basketball purists? A lot of you have an issue with the play-in tournament, with the in-season tournament, all these tournaments. And just recently, just yesterday, Bronny James was drafted by the Lakers, 55th pick. And there's a lot of basketball purists that's feeling some type of way about that. Right? So here's my take on that. Here's my take. From a father's POV, I fucks with it heavily. You know what I'm saying? If I was in LeBron James' situation, I would want the same thing for my son. I would leverage my power, my celebrity, whatever you want to call it. Whatever power I have, I would leverage that and get my son in. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. So from a father's standpoint, I would. So even if I wasn't a pro athlete, right? Say I'm just a regular dude, a parent whose son plays ball or whatever. Listen, if I knew a guy who was affiliated with the NBA who could get my son in the G League or at least get him a tryout, I'm going to tap into that resource and get my son connected with this guy. I'm going to do that. Okay? A lot of that is going on in the league, period. A lot of that is going on in life, man. A lot of people are working their way up the ranks in whatever profession, a lot of times due to relationships. Be it because they're either related or they grew up with this person or they know a person that knows a person who referred this, that, and the third. You understand? What do you think networking is? All networking is just going to a place to build relationships, to make friends. That's what networking is. So absolutely, I would tap into it. And I hate the whole white people do it because it sounds like we're trying to be on their level. But so I'll just say everybody does it. Everybody does it. You can be different. You can be different. You can choose to go the long way around. I ain't mad at that. Do your thing. But if I'm in a position to where, I can bring my son in or, my man's son in on the bar, in on being a barber or what. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Hands down. Hands down. Forget about it. I'm doing it. You understand? So again, from a father's POV, I fucks with it heavily. But then, listen, on the flip side of that, as a basketball fan, right? Y'all know who my team is. Y'all know who won the championship. So with that said, again, it's from a basketball's perspective. Y'all know what team I'm a fan of. Y'all know who won the championship. So with that said, as far as I'm concerned, the best father-son duo in the NBA is Big Deuce and Lil Deuce. Give a fuck what nobody talking about. Yeah, I said it. But the basketball purists, LeBron James deboed his way. You know what I'm saying? He deboed his... Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just goes to show that LeBron isn't... He run the Lakers. I mean, listen. Again, my team just won a championship. I don't... Dude, why y'all care so much? Why do y'all care so much? And I noticed, right? I've noticed that most of the people who are critical of that move, I've noticed that the people who are critical of LeBron James. Now, I'm not caping for LeBron James. Okay? I'm not caping for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not caping for him. But let's keep it funky. He's leveraged his power, if you will, with Dan Gilbert in Cleveland. Not so much with Pat Riley in Miami. However, he did, what I'm saying? They did agree, him and D Wade did agree to let it be LeBron's team. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out for everybody. They got 2 championships out of the ordeal. Then again with Dan Gilbert, and now with Jeannie Buss. And speaking of Jeannie Buss, didn't her father own the team first? Forget his name, Mr. Buss. Didn't he own the team? And then she inherited it? That's a relationship. She got the job probably based off, well, I don't know, probably. She got the job off the strength of the fact that it was her daddy's. But anyway, I think I forgot my point. But my point is, okay, I think I get why basketball purists are feeling some type of way about the plight of LeBron James. And again, I'm not caping for him. I'm just calling it the way I see it. The way I see it. This is my POV. Okay, you see how LeBron has leveraged his power with the Lakers and in Cleveland? Michael Jordan tried to do the same thing when he was, in his hay in Chicago. Right? Who was it? Jerry Krause announced that Phil Jackson would no longer be coaching the Bulls. After that season. I believe he also said something, if I remember correctly, about trading Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan wasn't too happy about that. He wasn't too happy about it. And went to the front office and told them, yo, if you get rid of Phil, if you trade Scottie, fuck it, I'm retiring. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, nigga. Right? He's leveraging his power. He's using, past success to leverage what he wants. I ain't mad at that. And listen, you basketball purists who are big Michael Jordan fans, and Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And I ain't disputing that. However, if Michael Jordan was successful at leveraging or flexing his power in that front office, none of you would have had a problem with that. None of you would have. But my point is, when he did that, when he told, forgive my memory, but if I remember correctly, it was Jerry, I don't know if it's Jerry, but it was Krause, Jerry Krause, I think. When he tried to do that, hey, you get rid of Phil Jackson, I'm out of here. You trade Scottie Pippen, I'm out of here. And in response, Jerry Krause, in so many words, told Michael Jordan, do that again. Basically, get the fuck out of my office. Get the fuck out of my office. That bullshit. I ain't gonna say get your bum ass out, but in so many words, get the fuck out of my office, man. Get out of my office. Michael Jordan. Yo, it was a different time. Michael Jordan could not leverage his power. At least not to do that. We don't know. There's probably some other things that just was never reported. It's not out there and we aren't privy to it. Maybe some of you are. Basketball purists. Y'all being a basketball purist and all. Right? And then Lil Bro, my man Lil Bro, my brother from another mother, told me that he struck up some type of deal with some guy with the Washington Wizards. And that didn't pan out the way Michael Jordan expected it to. It didn't pan out the way he was told it would. Damn. The GOAT got finessed. Damn. So I could be totally wrong. I could be straight up wrong. But I don't think I am. I don't think I am. And I'm sure some of y'all don't like what I'm saying right now. But that's kind of ill, right? That's kind of ill. The GOAT was unable to leverage his power. Damn. So I can understand why some of you might have an issue with what LeBron James has been able to finagle. Well, finagle is probably the wrong word, because finagle, yeah, it's to wiggle your way into some stuff, but it's to do it dishonestly and things like that. So I'm not going to say LeBron James is being dishonest. I just think, especially, and then you would think that they'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here, LeBron, considering his age and all. But, hey, I guess, listen, this thing with the Lakers, I'm off the Michael Jordan thing now. But this thing with the Lakers and LeBron and Bronny being drafted, this is all about legacy right now. Because if you believe that LeBron James' championship winning days are behind him, which I still believe that, he ain't winning no more chips. You understand? And if you believe that same thing, why y'all all, I mean, not that it matters, but why y'all all up in y'all feelings about this move? You know what I'm saying? There's one client that I have who's a Laker fan. He ain't too crazy about it. Actually, I haven't even spoken to him. But we spoke before this happened. And he wasn't too crazy about it. I saw on X Air Lover, who I'm suspecting is a New York Knicks fan. He's from New York and all. I think he's a Knicks fan. He wasn't too crazy about it. And then Lil Bro, who's a Bulls fan, who definitely isn't too crazy about it. LeBron James, he deboed his way in the league. And then Adam Silver and LeBron James ruined the league, which I totally disagree with. I disagree with that. I think there's changes going on in the league that a lot of basketball purists, they just ain't feeling it. Man, it's weird, right? Because now I'm finally getting to my point, when I said the hip hop thing and now you basketball purists, right? So just like I had to make a decision to not listen to rap, to current rap now, some of y'all gonna have to make the decision if y'all want to even keep watching the NBA. Because all they're gonna do is get more and more progressive. They just gonna be adding more and more things. Because y'all complain about every fucking thing. I don't like the play-in tournament, which I don't have a problem with. I don't like the in-season tournament floors, and some of them are pretty fucking bright, especially that bright-ass red. But who cares if your team is winning, right? My team stayed winning, so I didn't care. That's my perspective. You know what I mean? I don't like the new uniforms. I don't like the play-in tournament. I don't like the in-season tournament. I don't like that. There's too many jerseys, and I don't like women refs, and I don't like. God damn, y'all need to just right here, right now, make a decision. Either you're gonna watch the NBA and grow with it, or just stop watching it. Okay? Us progressives, I'm really sick of hearing it. Y'all really getting on my damn nerves. Okay? If you don't like it that much, stop fucking watching it. Just tune in when the finals hit. All-Star game is trash, so I'm not going to say tune in. Watch the Christmas games. Watch the finals. And leave it at that, man. Sick of listening to that shit. And that's my, my message to you purists out there. I get it. I understand both sides. I get y'all wanting to preserve the legacy of Michael Jordan, which is crazy because there's nothing you can do to smudge it or to smear it. His legacy is what it is. But at the end of the day, so what? Yes, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but so what? And what does that have to do with what's going on now? You know what I'm saying? Change happens. And every change that's made, you're not going to like it. But change will happen. Okay? Things will and always do change. Change is constant. You see what I'm saying? You either going to change with the times or you're going to stay stuck. And it's all your decision. I don't love y'all no less. I don't respect you no less. All I ask is that you shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. And stop watching it. How about that? Stop watching it, fam. Word. That's all I got to say about that. Let's move on. So real quick, since last episode was going on about a particular quote, right? I got another one. That kind of stuck out to me earlier today. It goes as follows. In order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. Word. So yeah, man. Okay, this is heavy, but then it's not heavy. Right? What I get from that is don't allow your past mistakes to torment you. Don't allow your past mistakes to define who you are. You understand? That was a learning experience. That helped to shape you. That shaped who you are today. Understand? If you did go to jail, bringing that back full circle, if you did go to prison, that doesn't define who you are today. First of all, you can be whoever you or whatever you want. That doesn't necessarily have to define who you are as a man. You know what I'm saying? Our childhood, our upbringing. Okay, granted, there's a reason for everything, right? But again, our experiences, our childhood, all the traumas that we went through, I went through, all that crap that we all went through. It doesn't necessarily have to define who you are as a man or woman. Use your past experiences to help shape you into the person you want to be. Use it. You go through, now you've got some information to share with another young man or woman. Yo, youngin', that's what you going through? Fam, I've been through the same thing. Check it. Listen, when I was your age, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You understand what I'm saying? Use it to teach. You learn the lesson and then use that lesson to teach. You feel me? Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't even hear me, do you? But anyway, before I get out of here, thank y'all for letting me hit you with another quick jawn, the part 2. So yeah, man, once again, thank you for your likes, subs, shares, the whole 9. I noticed that y'all tend to like my shorts better than actual pods. So I don't know. I might just start making shorts. If that's what I need to do, then maybe that's the route I should go. But anyway, thank you again for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all that good shit, man. So y'all stay up. It's the summer. Kids out of school. So congrats to all you youngins who's being promoted to the next grade. I would also like to thank you parents because they didn't, the youngins didn't do it alone. You know, some of y'all graduated middle school and going to high school. Some of you graduated high school and now you're going to college. Some of you graduated college and now you're going on to do bigger and better things. To you parents, just know that you graduated too, because them youngins didn't do it alone. So I salute all of you. Have a great summer, and I'll see y'all soon, man. All right? I'm the God Rashidi. This is Hoodies. Peace. Hey, this is Hoodies.